Hello, I want to talk to you today about how to deal with negative people. This is the question that I get most often from people, because people want to be positive, they want to be upbeat and look at the life from the positive side. And then you get these people that are just not that way, and they're negative and they criticize you or they criticize others. They see everything in a bad way. They're pessimists, right? So what do you do? And it's tough when these are your relatives or your close friends or even your spouse, right? It's very hard. I mean, what do you do? Look, I've been in personal development for over 20 years and I've tried literally anything that came my way. But one thing that works 100% is the thing that's going to shock you. When I share this with you, I'm telling you, you're going to be shocked and you're going to say, wow, I don't believe it, but it works. It really, really works. It's about you, and I'm going to tell you why it is about you and not about the other person. Let's say that you're in the room with several people, and there's one person that's very annoying to you, or you feel that they're very negative and you have hard times dealing with them. But somebody standing right beside you, let's say listening to them as well at the same time as you are, they might not find that person negative, or they may see that they're negative, but they may not find it as effective to them personally. So why is that? It's because of the way you see yourself. That determines how annoying the other person is to us or how negative that person is to us. It's about you. Now, what is the recipe how to deal with this? It's a very, very simple thing, as long as you're willing to imply it, okay? That's very important. The only thing you need to do is you need to recognize that you are perfect as you are. You need to recognize that you were created in God's image and God is good, therefore you are good. Which of course goes for everybody else as well, including for that person that annoys you or is negative. They're God's image as well, they're perfect as they are. Once you start understanding this, and I mean really internalizing, this is not just something that, kind of touches you because you just know it, you just heard about it. No, you really have to internalize that. You have to repeat that several times a day. I am perfect as I am. I am good. I'm creating God's image, and you keep repeating this, and slowly it will start changing who you are on the inside. And when it changes you, other people will not bother you anymore. I know that because it affected me in that way, and I know it affected others that understand this in the same way as well. It's really getting it, internalizing it, identify with that. Now, saying I am perfect, that doesn't mean that there's nothing to change about you. If I say this to myself, I'm perfect, that doesn't mean that everything I do is perfect. That doesn't mean that I know everything. That doesn't mean that I never make mistakes. Of course I do. Of course I do. And of course there's room for improvement. Of course there are things that I still need to work on. There are still beliefs I need to throw out of my mindset and stuff like that. Absolutely. It just means that because you're created in God's image, you are perfect as you are, that you don't need to change. You don't need to change the way you eat. You don't need to change the way you're doing certain things. You don't need to be more beautiful. You don't need to be more thin or have more weight or whatever it is. You're perfect as you are. And when you understand that, the criticism of nobody will ever touch you. Like it doesn't exist for you. So I hope this helps. So all I want you to do is repeat often during the day, I am perfect as I am, and I'm created in God's image, therefore I am good. You are love, ultimately. And when you start understanding that, other people will not bother you anymore. I promise you, if you keep doing this until you change your mind, you will see positive effects and other people will not bother you anymore. And that's a great way to live your life. Thank you for listening. And by the way, if you want to see other videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel or like my Facebook page, Powered Up Coaching, so you don't miss any of the future videos. Thank you. See you soon.